Hello. Is this thing on? Is everything working? I hope so. Thank you. Figured I'd pop on today just for some fun and hanging out. Oh, Nick is here. Thank you. Mostly just gonna kind of hang out and probably change some strings, because that's what I do for fun, I suppose. That's a good couple happy birthdays. Thank you guys. You guys, is everybody at work? This is the first time I've streamed like kind of earlier in the day, so kind of wanted to pop in and just hang out. Need to grab some strings. Netherlands. That's crazy. What time is it there? I'm gonna Google it. $7 p.m. That's not too bad. That's kind of like why I wanted to kind of stream a little earlier today. Is because had a couple of people on the last stream pop in, and they were up pretty late. I think last time there was like a guy from Germany, and it was like 11 or something. Pretty crazy. But yeah, I turned freaking 30 today. Today I turned 30, and it is it's weird. But definitely trying to, kind of make the best of it. Young man. All right, which guitar should we change the strings on first? The Iceman, or the X? Both are nice and dirty, and the strings are super dead, but they both could use some love. Which one are we thinking? Once I pass 30 is when I hit the point that I forget how old I am half the time. Yeah. I feel like the second half of my 20s, it was definitely kind of like last year I thought I was 25, and this year I'm turning 30. Very confusing. Overall, the last 5 years has been wild. I think just since 2020 stuff, since then, everything, like, time has just been flying. And it is very odd. It's already been over a year since I moved back up to Ohio from Florida. Thank you. That moving has been wild. So I lived in Florida like pretty much my entire life, so I've just been a lot of the stuff here is very, very new. Whether it be, you know, the snow and cold, or just like even just different foods and stuff. It's a lot of food that I really miss from Florida. The area that we lived in had like a really good coffee shop and like all that kind of stuff, which I definitely miss pretty often. But I think about food pretty much non-stop, so it's easy to you know, think about other things I've eaten. We're gonna need those. I think that's it. Alright, I think I'm gonna start with the WKM Xenon. Which is this guy. Also, the other day, let me try and move this closer because I'm kind of scooting back. The other day, you guys might have seen him in the chat pretty often, but Snowbog, which is Kevin, aka Klebin, he is the bassist of Dread, and the other day we all got together and did some stuff, and he got me this for my birthday. Will it focus? Will it? Come on, man. Alright, it's not cooperating. Anyways, this is the Ernie Ball Power Peg Pro USB-C. So it's like a string thing, but it's powered, and so I don't have to like, I can just be even lazier than I already am. That's so sick. Nothing more sobering than the sign at a gas station that says 18-year-olds were born as late as 12/16/2007. That's real bad. I don't like that. Power peg. Yeah. that was my exact thought. I'm 55, believe me, 30 is nothing. Yeah, that's like, the closer I've gotten to 30, the more I'm like, okay, maybe it's not that old. especially since I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day, and I thought he was in his like mid to late 30s, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm 44," and I was like, "That's insane." Like he looks, you know, like me, maybe a little older, a little more tired. Also, we got freaking girth bricks in here. Any wordplay with girth is top tier in my book. Happy birthday, 21 yet? No, I actually turned 12 today. My parents were saying that next year I might start growing a mustache. But they said it's completely normal and I shouldn't worry about it, so we'll see. Another guy in my school, he has a mustache. This thing is so dusty. The last couple months I've been pretty bad about changing my strings. Usually I change my strings like once a week or so. Because typically I play like a lot. And I'm always like writing and stuff like that. But the last couple like months I haven't really been playing guitar that much outside of like doing videos or streams. So I haven't been really changing them as often. Which is a bummer because freaking fresh strings are like the best thing ever. Didn't realize my YouTube account name linked with my Google account. Left my local massage therapist a Google review a while ago. Looks a little sketchy reviewing a massage place with this name. Yeah. That's hilarious. Alright. So for cleaning this... Oh, what's up, Jake? Band name Young Mustache Chugs. But I can't grow a mustache yet. It's next year. I just love on all my guitars, which I was literally talking to Joe about this kind of yesterday. My dogs sniff everything, and so there's just like little nose prints on my guitars. Hello, old man. Man, not that old. Mustaches are overrated. You then have to tell every school where you live. That is roughly how I feel about mustaches. They're kind of silly. From France. Oh Jesus. I saw, maybe it wasn't France. I saw a video the other day of like, I think it was actually Italy, of like Italian or potentially French like apartment complexes where you have to like you bring all your like furniture in through like a lift through the window because like all the stairways are like really skinny. and it like kind of seemed like it was just like a downtown area. That's how it like goes. Everyone I work with thinks I'm a lot younger than I am. I just tell them it's one of the perks of not having kids. Yeah. Kids will age you. They'll get you. Since it's 30, you have to do a shootout of every V30. Like every V30 that I own, or do I have to buy a bunch of V30s and do a shootout? Also, Snowbug's here. I was literally just talking about you. Because getting the strings off of this guitar took like 2 seconds. Thanks to you. Only cool mustache is from the Electric Callboy elevator operator video. Yeah, I mean, they're a little different. They're silly guys. Are you sure it was not in America for lifting fat people into their condos? I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah. Snailbog got me he hit me with that power peg. Also, we should since I'm seeing a lot of people that are kind of always in streams, you guys should put in your actual names or what you want me to call you. Cause like some of your guys' freaking usernames are, I can't even begin. Power pegging is the only way. Am I gonna be at NAMM? I plan on it, yeah. So I'm absolutely terrified of airplanes. And I don't know if you know this, but Ohio is on the other side of the country to California, and in order to get there, it's like there's like a layover and like super long flights. So I want to go. I plan on going. I have everything situated outside of my hotel and flight. So, you know, the most important parts. But I do plan on situating that. I'm just you know, having a mental crisis trying to do so. Alright, so Zalian there is Zach. I'm gonna do my absolute best to remember that. Shouldn't be too hard. Happy birthday, thank you. Is it just me, or is like, does everybody else have a really hard time getting all the like nooks and crannies of their guitar clean? Especially with the Evertune, there's like just like a hole. It's kind of hard to get in there. Klebin. Snailbog, aka Snailbog, aka Kevin, aka Klebin. I'm a jet engine mechanic. If it makes you feel better, you'd be my mind blown at what we've seen engines go through without showing any signs of wear. Just take that as a positive and not a negative. Yeah, like, I know that they're like, you know, supposedly it's safer to ride an airplane than it is to, like, you know, ride in a car. Still scary. Especially because there's, like, always turbulence and stuff, and that gives you a freaking heart attack. Also, the thing with NAMM that always gets me is, like, it seems like January is, like, the worst time to fly, like, in terms of, like just things going wrong. It seems like January is the month that, like, stuff gets all crazy. And I hate that. NAMM should be in the summer. They should do a never tune for April Fools where it can't stay in tune, kind of like the 80s from Les Paul. Yeah? That'd be pretty good. But I mean, also if it's on like an Ibanez, it's already gonna not stay in tune. That's a joke, by the way. I'm not that hardcore of a Ibanez hater. Uh-oh. I got a loose freaking tuning peg. If you time your flight well, you could sleep through your flight. Yeah, I've been trying. That's what I'm trying to find, because, like, ideally my goal is to kind of fly overnight and get there like Friday morning and then leave Saturday night. Since I'm kind of a homebody, I don't really like being away from home very long. Oh, Brandon's in here. Happy birthday. Does your back hurt? Only on stream, because I'd sit like this the whole time. Squeeze bulb dust cleaners are the way for the nook and crannies. That's a good idea, actually. I have some of those, like, well, I have a little, like, air blower thing, like, for, like, computer stuff. Wonder if that would work. Also, I need a tool. But I'm not sure where I put it. Probably in the other room. I will be right back. Sick Bulletborn hoodie. Thank you. It's very cool, and also I haven't fully beat Bloodborne, so I'm a poser, which is extra funny because I also have Bloodborne hat on. Whoops. We're currently going through Dark Souls 1 right now, and it is so good. I've been having a lot of fun with it. One of these will be the right size. I just... Nope. Joe likes the rechargeable air blower thing, but the OG little squeeze bulb is still the ultimate all-rounder. Is it like that, do you have one that's like one of those little baby things, like the Deftones album cover? Thoughts on DSL 100 HR? So I'm pretty sure those are exactly the same as the JCM 2000 DSL, which I had a 2000 DSL for like a little bit. It was the 50 watt version, so it might have had a little less low end than the 100 watt version, which I think that was my only gripe, is I wish it had more low end. But I mean, other than that, like gain staging is like really good. EQ is fun. Yeah, I mean, it just a little more low end would be awesome, which I'm sure you could get like modded, or you know, like I said, with the 100 watt version, it might just already have it. 2 trophies away from platinum. That's insane. My friend that I play that kind of stuff with, he goes X Games mode on those games. It's insane. I got into like the Souls games like late last year, so I'm still kind of new to it. Definitely getting better at it though. Not as panic rolly anymore. Looks very similar to the Deftones album cover, just a bit less gentle. Very fun. I'll definitely have to mess with that, because like the Evertune always is like so full of dust. Alright, we're looking pretty clean. I'm gonna do some fret oiling because it's dry and cold and awful. Only ever completed Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne, honestly. I haven't played 2 yet. As far as I know, that's like the one that a lot of people don't like. But considering like all the Souls games that I've played so far, I've like thoroughly like loved. So I don't know. I think I'll like it. I'm not too worried about it. Dark Souls 3 was awesome. Night Rain is like super addicting. Elden Ring is just like one of the best games ever. It's so good. If you come to NAMM, we'll hook you up. Oh, you gonna give me a baby bulb? I should be there. You guys just have to keep on me about it. I'll think about it one day and I'll be like, alright, I'm gonna get everything set up. Because I have like NAMM PR hit me with a media pass. So I have that. I have a buddy to go with I just need to be brave and set up the rest of the stuff. Unfortunately, it gets more hate than it deserves. That's a bummer. Do you know if it's like a story? Like, is it people just being like nitpicky with the story or something? Or is it like gameplay or... Get some Papa John's? Dude, I'll freaking die. I'm like super lactose intolerant, which is a real bummer because I love some pizza. And like vegan cheese is like, I don't know, it works. I don't complain about vegan cheese too much, but it's definitely not the same. I love the freaking... Look at this fretboard when it's like oiled. Come on, man. I don't know why things aren't focusing for me today. Oh, but it looks so good. Mostly level design and bosses. I'll watch some videos tonight on it. Definitely curious. We believe in you, plus your swag will now include a squeeze bomb. Dust blower. It's a win-win-win. That's good. Hey, Joe sent me a picture of that baritone you guys are bringing to NAMM yesterday. It looked awesome. Still don't own any Balagares though. Pretty sad. Pretty bummed about it. But I'm also broke, so, you know, no surprise. The director from 1, 3, and Bloodborne wasn't involved because he was working on either Bloodborne or Sekiro. I believe so. It's a bit different, but it's definitely Soulsy for sure. Yeah, I would imagine it's still good. I'm not like, I don't know, I'm not very video game snobby. Like something could like play or, you know, look like garbage, but if it's like, I don't know, enjoyable, I don't really care. Souls games are peak. They are so freaking cool. I just like the aesthetic and everything is just like, it's really good. I like it a lot. Snowbog says it's my favorite guitar of mine. It is really cool. This one, like, so I ordered the story behind this one was I ordered my custom from WKM, and then he had this that he was like working on, and he was like gonna sell it. And this is before I'd like played any of his stuff. I just like with the custom, I kind of took the chance because all of this stuff looked like super sick. And I like desperately wanted like a baritone Iceman style guitar. And so he posted about potentially selling this one, and I was like, all right, dude, let me just like demo it. Worst case, like, hopefully it helps you like sell it easier and faster. And like it got to my house, and I pulled it out of the box and just like was mind blown, because this like, look, obviously you played it, Kevin. It doesn't feel like any other guitar that I've played. Like it's so weird, but in the best possible way. Alright, we're looking pretty good. The MGs in that baritone are killer stuff for you to get your hands on it. Yeah, what are all the switches? That's what I'm interested. What's going on there? Alright, we got everything. I'm just gonna give the back a little wipe down because I'm sure it's got some nice gunk on it. I still haven't taken off the plastic. Just breathed in the spray. For my birthday, I lost 5 brain cells. Also, the neck on this guitar is freaking crazy. Yeah, this stream isn't actually about my birthday. It's just me drooling over these 2 freaking guitars. Also, yes, Yehuda, I will 100% text you about that because I am a rogue. Luckily, it seems like the plane tickets aren't too bad, but I mean, if we can get that price down a little more, that'd be fantastic. There's so many like little bits of like just dog that I keep finding. My little stinky guys. Alright. Yeah, the neck is so sick. I wonder if my settings are just messed up. I think I can change it. Let me see. Don't ding it. Hopefully this doesn't mess anything up. Can I get it to focus now? No? I don't know, I just play guitar. Camera stuff is weird. I don't know. Any booth I'm in particular excited for at NAMM? That's a very good question. I don't know. I think I'm mostly, like, I'm really just excited to kind of like in person meet a bunch of people that I talk to like often. And like some companies that I, work with, and definitely want to try and get some new connections. That would be great. But I mean, yeah, like most of the day I'll probably be like hanging out with like Jake at the Balgare booth, or like Shay at this Heavy Earth. I haven't been paying much attention to like what's going on. I don't even know like a bunch of the people that'll be there. I just know like the couple of people that I talk to, and then obviously Yehuda will be there, so / you'll be there, so that'll be fun. Get to finally hang out. Alright, let's put some freaking strings on this thing. Look at that, there's already dog hair on it. Insane. Stupid cables. Alright, so we're gonna put, will it focus? No? Alright, my camera hates me today. That's it. It's a personal thing. It's not a skill issue, I swear. But we're putting on 10 to 52 for drop B, which I know everyone's gonna be like, you're insane, but I like thin strings. And with the Evertune, you can friggin' go really crazy on how small you can go, which is 90% of why I like the Evertune, / not having to friggin' tune all the time. The EMG's SPC and EXG controls in the place of the JM Rhythm circuit, basically a switchable boost with 2 tunable frequencies. I thought it was a bit gimmicky until I tried it. It's killer. I mean, yeah, that sounds cool. Like, stuff like that is like, it's kind of weird. It's like, one person obviously is going to be like, like, I don't like that. But some sort of built-in boost to me sounds really freaking cool. I think about like little built-in boost kind of things in guitars kind of often, because obviously I'm always boosting amps. So I'm like, yeah, might as well just put it in the freaking guitar. But also that means batteries, which is a hassle. Yeah, there are some great passive ones for low mid gain, but for the modern high gain boost, it's pretty much has to be inactive. Yeah, that's kind of what I assumed. That's definitely kind of what I would figure. You should ask at NAMM for a signature model with a boost pedal, just super glued on the back. What do we think, Jake? Balgair Draven model with a boost like super glued on the back? That'd be pretty funny. Hopefully we can, hopefully it can be set up with some sort of, like power block. So you don't have to be hooked up by like 10 cables. Everything's still good with the variable build that the baritone that I demoed, or the first one. Those were just loaners. Like I just borrowed them to make the video. Which hopefully next year will be more like stuff that I demo I keep kind of deal. Just cause like personally it takes me quite a while to like decide whether I really like something or not. You know, like first glance and stuff like that, you know, typically I'll be like, all right, yeah, this is really cool, but you never really know until you have something for like months and like really put it through its paces and stuff. Which is why a lot of my like videos over the past couple of years, I don't put my opinion in them too much. just because, like, you know, like I said, it's hard to form a full opinion in like 2 weeks of having a piece of gear, you know. But in those 2 weeks, I do definitely try and like play stuff as much as I physically can, just to like fully understand what it's doing and all that. Bit, and then as well as I've posted about it a couple of times in I've talked about it like a little bit on Instagram and stuff, but going into like 2026, I'm definitely gonna have to start kind of charging some companies and stuff like that for the videos, just due to like doing it for free. Like I can't really, like, it's not like sustainable. Since like with doing like so many videos and stuff, like YouTube is essentially like my main job, kind of. Typically I would be doing a lot more recording and like mixing bands and stuff, but trying to kind of grow the YouTube is a lot of work and takes a lot of time, so if you're demoing gear for free, you should always get to keep it. I mean, kind of yes and no. So with just how like YouTube works, which luckily I have a very cool fan base, or you know, a group of people that watch my videos. So like my views aren't too all over the place, but they're kind of all over the place. Which I mean it is definitely warranted. Like if I make a video on a piece of gear that no one cares about, I'm not upset if it doesn't do well. Like I'm just like, oh yeah, no one really cared about that. Slash the algorithm, you know, sometimes just doesn't push things like it should. But yeah, I mean, like some pieces of gear, it makes sense, you know, that I can't keep it. For instance, you know, like a $3,000 amp, my videos definitely aren't worth $3,000, you know, and I can't guarantee that my video is gonna get a ton of views and sell like a bunch of their amps, you know. So it's definitely, you know, it makes sense in some cases, but I've definitely had like scenarios where somebody will send me like I get a lot of emails from like companies overseas, and they'll be like, hey, you want to check out this like wireless unit or like this or that, and I'm like, yeah, that would be awesome. And then I give them kind of my rate for a video, and they're like, well, we're gonna change or like trade you a video, like the piece of gear is the payment for the video, but the piece of gear is only worth like $60. And in that case, it's like not really super worth it, especially if it's something that I'll never use. And also, I like half the time feel like you guys wouldn't really care about. But I've also had, pedal companies be like, all right, yeah, we'll just give you 30% off of the pedal, and then you can demo it. And I don't have money to like put into that kind of thing. That might not make entire sense, but hopefully you can kind of get what I'm saying. Alright, this winder is so sick. I feel like that took like half the time that it usually would. But yeah, it's definitely like a weird thing. Becca, what are you doing? My wife just gave me $10 for a coffee. What do you want me to go get you a coffee? Silly. Duh. Thoughts on a roadie tuner? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Is it like similar to this, or more so like an actual tuner kind of thing? God, no. Want to make it smaller. There we go. We're a bit sharp. Buy Bomber a coffee? You're crazy. Thank you. You set it on the tuning peg. Oh, so it's like an auto tuner kind of thing? That's cool. I feel like I've seen some stuff about that. I would imagine that it probably has like some issues depending on the guitars, because I mean, like, that would probably be like impossible to use on like this, right? Like because the thing. But I would assume that it'd probably work great on like Strats or something. I have one, but haven't used it a lot. I use it on a Super Strat, a Les Paul, a Jackson RR, and a Schecter Hellraiser. So it kind of like adapts well to like other shapes and stuff. Oh my god, I put the last string backwards. Whoops. Have you seen the devices that allow you to quick swap pickups without soldering? Could make some fun videos with them. Actually, let me finish up this guitar and I will show you what I have in my other guitar, because I think you will like it. I can't hear that. I keep forgetting to have this set up. Weird. Funny you mentioned that. Yeah, right. you think we can play it? Dotted eighths. Isn't that what we got? Yeah, 1/8 dotted. Or maybe do we need... I love pinch harmonics. They're so good. Random note, but recently Kyle Bowl was over here, and something that he didn't know with the Evertune is that you can actually just tune up if you need to go to standard. So like you can set your guitar to like a drop tuning and then just tune up the first string and you're up into a standard tuning. You lose the benefits of the like Evertune on that string, but the rest are still perfect. But then that's too much fun. Wow, one day in his 30s and he's already playing leads, basically. Boomer bends and standard tuning incoming. I'm sorry. Play some Brad Paisley. I don't think I've ever even heard a Brad Paisley song in my life. I'm so bad at playing in standard tunings. It's like the worst. Jake should know that one. Is that one Mastodon? Oh yeah. I freaking love Mastodon. Funny enough, I never listened to Mastodon until like, I think it was like 2 years ago. And Dalton, the guy that I used to like borrow a bunch of gear from, because he lived like nearby, and he is an awesome person. He like, that's like one of his like favorite bands, and he was like, all right, you have to listen to this, and I was like, all right, fine, I'll check it out. And like within like 2 songs, I was like, oh, this is like incredible. And since then, I've loved it. Yo, thank you. Ryan is heartless. He plays cool guitars. I don't. These aren't cool, right? Now we're gonna change the strings on this one, because, you know, why not? You'd play this one for damn sure. Me too. Okay, but this thing is freaking so sick. I love it. Look at that. My strings are now I'm in my actual tuning. Hold on, let's. Oh. Yep, I'm 30. I made a noise when I leaned over. Gotta bounce, dude. Have a killer rest of your extra mega special day. Thank you, Jake. Should I start playing in this tuning from now on? Alright, enough toying around. Run that into the cathedral with the Talon noise pedal, and bam, instant viral riffs. Yeah. I still haven't tried either of those pedals though. Kinda bummed. Kinda bummed about it. I'm pretty sure I reached out to both of them. And never heard anything. Remember John Brown or someone saying that they love picking up an out-of-tune guitar and writing in that tuning just for fun. Yeah, I could definitely see that like being kind of beneficial. So you could get like some really like weird stuff going. Is this what Drop Z sounds like? You know it. I honestly like admittedly I used to only play in Drop F. But I haven't tuned that low in like quite a while. Granted, I play in Drop G now, which is like not much different, but I do kind of miss going dummy. I'm down to go dummy. Always. On this guitar, the back plate is like slightly off, and I'm pretty sure it's like I could easily just you know, nudge it over a hair, but I'm lazy. And do it the hard way every time for some reason. Don't know why. Happy birthday, just got my first ever tuned guitar, and the low E string constantly wavers out of tune when played open, but not when fretted. 65 or 25.5-inch scale, 62 drop A. I mean, like, I would assume that it's just the setup. Like, you have to, just dial it in some more. Do you know if your string is like close to zone 3 or if it's like, in the center? Because like when I first got into Evertune, I would leave all my strings like dead center of zone 2, so that way there would be like zero like note difference, like it wouldn't waver at all. But as I got like kind of better at setting up the Evertune, I've found kind of the sweet spot where it doesn't bend out of tune, but also I can bend and stuff. So I mean, like I said, I would guess that it's just wherever you're at on the Evertune in terms of like settings. Which once I get the strings on this, I'll show you kind of like what to be looking for in terms of those, like going in between settings. Alrighty. Just gonna give this a quick wipe, and then we will oil the fretboard and then get new strings on it. Thank you. I'm freaking 30, dude. I posted like last week that this week was my birthday, and a bunch of people talked to me about how old I am, and I got so many messages and comments of people thinking that I was like way older, or I guess not way older, but like a good bit older, which I thought was very weird. You didn't realize that I was basically your age until a year ago? How old did you think I was? Like a boomer? Or a zoomer? A baby or a grandpa? I assumed you were like 5 years older than you were, but only because I think everyone is older than me when I thought about it. Your age made sense. Yeah, I also kind of feel like most people I talk to, I'm like, oh, this dude's like a good bit older than me. I think initially I assumed that we were probably about the same age. Also, before I start oiling the fretboard, I just gonna show you guys what's going on with this guitar. Hold on, let me see if I can get it to focus on this other camera, because that one's not agreeing with me today. So that is basically, it's like this little adapter that is soldered onto the pot that has these little screws that I can just like undo and swap out a pickup in like 2 seconds, which is pretty cool. Got to go, man. Have a good one. Yeah, dude. Thanks for swinging by. Yeah, so Corrigan put that together for me. I like a couple years ago I kind of made something similar. which I don't have any of them, but on Amazon you can order these like little bits, these little pieces for it. Um, but yeah, I did that, and that wasn't soldered directly to the pot. That was just like I put it in between the cables. Um, but this one's directly soldered to the pot, and then with the uh with this pickup that's in the guitar slash potentially something that will get announced at some point soonish. Um, we have a like those like EMG connectors. We have basically the same thing, but on a passive pickup. So like you can just unhook it and swap in another one that has it, or you can just unscrew it from that little adapter on the pot and swap out your pickup in like 2 seconds. Um, let me go grab. Let me go grab something really quick, and I'll give you guys a little show. Okay. I have things in my pockets. So this is it's the pot thing, but not in a guitar, so you can see it a little better. So basically, there's like screws on the top of it, and then you just put the cable in the side and tighten it down, and that's it. But the thing that I was gonna show you, which this is a secret, don't tell anyone. I'll get in trouble. I also got a drink. That's what I got. All right, now we'll oil the fretboard. Bet that pickup slays. I mean, it's been in my last like a good couple videos. We might make a slight like tweak to it, which I'm currently waiting on that like model with the tweak, and then after that we'll be kind of talking about what we want to do in like in terms of like release kind of thing. Wireless pots are the best. I got 3 guitars set up like that. Only way. Yeah, they're definitely makes your life a lot easier, especially like I've been trying to demo more pickups and just try different stuff out, and having to bust out the soldering iron and everything every time has been pretty annoying. I did before I moved and I had that Solar guitar, I had that set up so I could easily swap stuff in and out, but I ended up selling that guitar earlier this year. Which, like, part of me misses it, but also not really. I think the main part of me that misses it is the fact that I like had it in so many videos. Like that was the first that was the main guitar I used for like probably the first 100 videos or something like that. Which that alone has blown my mind that I've made. I'm pretty sure it's like I think I've made like 250 or something, like around there, videos. Hold on the Solar that you love so much. It's gone already, sadly. But luckily I have this guitar. This guitar is so good. I am a big fan. The Solar was awesome. I thought it was a custom at first until I realized you removed the pick guard. Looked much better with that. Yeah, I had the pick guard on it for like a good long while, and then near the end of having it, I like ended up taking it off, and I was like, oh man, this looks like way better. I was not expecting that. Fun fact: when I got that Solar, I was actually an artist for them through one of my old bands. And that as an artist you get some discounts and stuff, and at the time I think they've changed a lot since then, because this was like 2020-ish. I got 10% off. I also just had like a really weird relationship with that guitar. Like all the Solars that I've owned, like they play great, they sound great. They're just like the best way I could put it is like they're kind of they're like kind of soulless. Like I don't know, I just always had like a really hard time like writing stuff with it. The QC pack was pretty killer. I want to try the V2. Didn't even know it was out. Yeah, I didn't hear about any of the V2 stuff until like the day that I guess it got released or something, or maybe even the day after. I don't know. I don't really follow a lot of the like neural stuff. It's just they put out a lot of the same stuff. Like I don't know. It's not very exciting to me. I also like pretty much never use my quad cortex. Like I just make the captures and then that's about it. Yeah, I remember chilling with you and wifey and you talked about it. Yeah. Around that time, like definitely was very annoyed about the whole situation. My coworker's dog is trying to eat my pants, so I have to go, but happy birthday. Just let him eat your pants. It's pretty rude of you not to be nice to the dog and just let it eat your pants. It's what it wants to do. Alright, we are oiled up. Nice and slippery. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. It is an interesting day, to say the least. Strings. I seen your video over the Devil pedal, but how would one sound through like an Orange Crush 30? I honestly couldn't tell you. I've only played one orange amp ever, which was the Dual Dark. So I don't really have any idea what the Crush 30 sounds like. I kind of want to say that's the like those like solid state, the like Crush amps. Not really like super familiar with orange stuff. That Dual Dark that I played was very cool. But outside of that, I haven't messed with stuff. But I would assume that if there's some decent gain on that amp, the Devil would make it tighter and more aggressive. The modded. Oh yeah, that's right. I honestly entirely forgot about that little. I think I demoed actually 2 of those little orange amps. I completely forgot about those. Alright, I lied. I played 3 orange amps. Yeah, the one I have is a Crush. Guitar Center guy talked me into buying it. Don't let the Guitar Center guys talk you into buying anything. Happy 30th birthday, man. I'm glad I could catch your live stream. Well, I should be here for a good little bit. It's what, 2:45 here? So I'll probably be on for a little bit. I am currently just changing strings on some of my guitars because it's been a while. Been slacking. So I'm assuming tonight my wife is gonna want to pick something up for dinner since it's my birthday. What should I get? I have no idea. Maybe some ramen? How's that Zenith stand up to your WKM? That is a hard question to answer. They're both incredible. Like they're Was I right there, Becca? You can cook a little something. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, so the Zenith versus WKM stuff, I would say it's like it's pretty neck and neck. Like they're both incredible guitars. I would say like just racking my thoughts currently. Yeah, like I feel like build quality and finish quality are like neck and neck. Like they're basically the same like quality. Both just really, really good, like literally flawless instruments. I feel like the neck finishes are definitely different. The WKM stuff has like more of like a not glossy, but like filled kind of thing. The Moon has like almost like a like satin open pore kind of finish on the neck. Neck shape is like pretty similar to the Xenon that I have. Yeah, it's like it's really hard to kind of shoot them out. Like they're both just really good. Like but both of them just easily annihilate the quality and like feeling of like Ibanez's and all that kind of stuff. Like it's hard to well you have a Moon, right? So like you know what that kind of guitar feels like. Playing like the nicer stuff is it's entirely different than a lot of other guitars. Like they just don't feel the same. Like it's an entirely different kind of thing. I don't know. I'm really bad at explaining it, but it's different in the best possible way, of course. And like both, at least with the Zenith and the WKMs I have, I feel like they're so perfectly put into a price range that's like you're getting an extremely nice guitar that you're actually gonna play like every day. You're not gonna be like, hoarding it in a case because you're absolutely terrified of it getting scratched or something. Like they're just kind of boutique workhorses. Cheers and happy birthday. My birthday as well. 62 years young. Holy crap. Well, happy birthday to you. That's twice my age. More than twice my age. That's crazy. Just stopping by to say happy birthday. Hope you have a great one. Thank you. It's pretty good so far. Good to hear it. No, that was a great explanation. Yeah, my Moonburn really stands out over my Ibanez and Epiphones and Jacksons. It's really something else. Yeah, they just have like an entirely different feel. Like it doesn't feel like it almost doesn't feel like a guitar. Like it's crazy. Excited to riff out the Zenith. Is Kyle sending it to you after me or? This thing is so good. I still rock my 76 Explorer and an early 90s Kelly KE3 amongst other guitars. Keeps me young. Yeah, there's definitely nothing wrong with that. I think it's like it's a weird thing with guitars. It's like, some people are cool with what they can get their hands on, and then some are just like really really picky and want like exactly what they want, like in a super specific way. I'm definitely one of those, but I also the guitars that are suited for the stuff that I play, like the low tunings and stuff. It's a lot harder to find like exactly what you want, I think. I mean, Ibanez isn't making a 28-inch 6-string Iceman. So I mean, it's different for everybody. I definitely the other day I saw Guitar Center did an exclusive with Gibson / Epiphone, and they did a like black and purple Les Paul with like bats on the fretboard, and I saw that and was really into it, and I would totally get it if I could, afford to / like, I suppose I wouldn't really have like a use for it since I don't do like higher tunings most of the time. But that, I saw that guitar the other day and I was so pumped on it. I think he's sending me one up sometime in the new year. Got some of these Doom bands trying out Moon guitars. That's sick. Yeah, I mean, the Zenith is freaking awesome. I really, really like that guitar. I don't know if I mentioned it in a recent video, but we're actually going to be doing a baritone version of it, which I'm pretty excited about. So are you essentially just setting tension at this point, or else the zone? Really, really new to Evertune. Yeah, I was just kind of getting everything in the ballpark. Where'd my pick go? There we go. So like, it's like pretty much in tune. But I was getting it into zone 2. So pretty close. So what I do is, like, when you're tuning the guitar up, here, I'll tune it all the way down. All right, so we're all the way down, and we want to just tune up until you hear the note like level out. Like, it'll stop tuning up and you can just keep going and going, and it won't tune anymore, and that means you're in zone 2. So zone 1 being like your string is entirely slack and you're working, like you're tuning up. So currently we're in zone 1. And right there, we just hit zone 2. So now I can turn the knob and it's not doing anything. And so essentially what we're doing there is the saddle, when you're in zone 2, is all the way back. And as you go, like once you hit zone 2, this saddle starts moving towards zone 3, which zone 3 is this, like, all the way up to the front, where it won't like hold the tuning anymore. So I'll push it all the way up to zone 3. So there you hear the pitch goes up, and that's us hitting that kind of wall of zone 3. And so how I used to always set it up is I would kind of go up to zone 3, and then I would turn back like 2 or 3 turns. And so now we're like roughly in the middle of zone 3. And then you would use your little Allen key to, adjust your tuning so you're in the right tuning. So I'll go ahead and do that. And so, say we're in tune there, in the center of zone 2, I'm not going to get like any, like the tuning is super, super steady. but I can't really bend it. The note doesn't like bend at all. So if you want those notes to stay super consistent, that's kind of the best way to get that thing. But if you are okay with like a little variation / like potentially none, but you want to bend, the closer you get to zone 3, the easier it'll be to bend. So if we go all the way to zone 3, we're basically playing like a normal guitar. And then if we sit right at the like right before zone 3, our note is still going to be really consistent, but we can still bend. And the more you kind of pull back from there, the harder bending gets, but the stronger your pitch will stay. So I should go through and make sure we're all close. Last question on the fine tuner at the bridge. Does that just turn infinitely in either direction like a tuning peg, or is there a limit like in a Floyd Rose? There's a very big like space of tuning, but basically like you'll hit an end, which makes sure you don't turn it too hard or you'll snap the post that's in there. I've done that. Pretty annoying. But what that plays into is the with Evertunes you can buy different modules for different tensions. So say you're playing like say you're playing in standard tuning, but you're trying to use like 65s, right? Your tension is going to be like super, super high. And so when you're trying to tune, you'll probably be lowering the tension as much as you can. And if you do it too much, you're going to hit the end of it and probably break the screw for it. So you have to kind of like balance tension and stuff like that. But the window for that is like huge. For instance, I think my I think my lowest string is like 12 pounds. Because I'm using a 65 in drop G. Yeah, no problem at all showing that Head for Tune stuff. I should probably just make like a whole video on it. I feel like a lot of people like overcomplicate it. Jesus. All right. So we got this all cleaned up and the strings changed. I like this guitar. This is a good one. I'm starting to get that I've had this for like 2 years. And obviously it's like a matte black kind of thing, but I'm finally getting the like glossiness, which is impressive that it's taken this long. And it's like not even that bad. Yeah, it's a good guitar. I do need to I think I need to like uh tighten the truss rod a little bit because I have like a little bit of a bow in the neck, which isn't super surprising considering the temperature changes and all that kind of stuff. Um, seems like seems like the weather changing really messes some guitars up. Luckily, no Like the fretwork on this is like just insane. Like there's I don't think there's any way that this could ever get pointy. Like he kind of has it like damn near recessed. Like I don't think that'll ever be a problem. Also, as a random note, I don't think I ever showed it off in like a video or anything, but the bird, it like glows red. It's like you have to like charge it with a flashlight, and then it'll glow. Let's see if I can see if I can grab my flashlight really quick. See if it'll even show up. Ugh. I'm guessing it won't due to, all the light. But we can try. Just gotta give it a little charge. I don't think I've really even like tried to charge this or anything since I first got it. I feel like it also even might need like black light in order to charge it. I'm not sure. Oh, it's going. That's awesome. Just gotta let it go for a minute. Yeah, I think it might actually show up on camera. We'll see. What am I currently listening to? What are top albums from this year? Let me grab Spotify. I've been listening to a lot, like an obnoxious amount of this band called Brutality. Probably the worst band name I've ever heard, but they are so good. I think this year I listened to a lot of Rivers of Nile. Their new album was really, really good. The new Greyhaven album's really good. Recently started listening to a band called Mirror Cell, which is really cool. Alluvial, their stuff is really sick. Via Nova. I had a couple of friends for like the last couple of years tell me to get into the Callous Dow Boys, and I never checked it out really, but recently finally looked into it, and they're also really cool. I don't know if you can see that at all. Dang. It is glowing. Alright, I don't think it's going to show up, sadly. Alluvial Rules. Met Wes earlier this year at a show, and he was super nice. Let me check out one of his LA Custom Shop Iceman. Yeah, those things look freaking awesome. They look really cool. Yeah, he's super nice. He when I was first, I think it was like mid last year, I started selling the IR packs, and he got like my Mesa pack, and he shared it on his like story on Instagram, and like told people that it was awesome. And I like after that that one post like sold so many of them, and by so many I mean like probably like 20 maybe. But it was still like really cool of him to like post it and give it a little bit of a shout out. It's insane how like um recently I started like just playing like random chords with my guitars like not plugged in, and it blew my mind how like this guitar, the other WKM that I have, the Moon that I have, like compared to like I have like a Schecter back there, and I have a Jackson Kelly. Just like acoustically, these sound so much better. It's really weird. Which reminds me, I haven't played that Schecter that's hanging back there. Uh, I think I played it once in the past year. Not me just knocking everything over. This thing feels weird. It's probably so out of tune. I haven't touched it in forever. Have you seen the Schecter Dan Schemo 6? Is that the purple one? Pretty sure Brandon from Tyrannosaurus Rift just demoed one. Yeah, I mean, it looked pretty sick. That was like, I saw that and I was like, that does not look like a Schecter at all. Like, it was definitely giving off more like ESP or something. I feel like the balance on these pickups sound pretty bad. I don't think I have a screwdriver. Looks like the treble side of the pickup's like way closer, so you can like not hear the low string when the high string's playing. Or we're gonna see if I can figure out a riff that I learned forever ago. Yeah, I don't remember it. Am I gonna look it up? Yes. Give me 2 seconds. What song is that? Steam Breather? That doesn't sound right at all. Is it in A? Oh, it's A, G, C, F, A, D. I'm in B standard? Whoops. This guitar smells so gross. Oh my god. I mostly got this guitar because like I'm a huge Texas Chainsaw fan, which if you can't see it on that. Like the meat hook inlays and stuff are so freaking cool. Whoops. I may have dropped a couple of things. My bad. All right. Anywho, I think I might end up hopping off soon. I'm still gonna stream tomorrow. Probably try and write something or maybe mix something. Not really sure. And yeah, just hang out and do the usual stuff. I just wanted to kind of pop on today to hang out since I had nothing planned today. I just figured might as well. And yeah, super appreciate you guys kind of hanging out today and chatting. I feel like this has definitely been one of the more talkative days here. Definitely been a lot of fun. Very excited that I changed my strings. The last couple of times that I've played guitar, I've just been like, oh man, I need to get on that. And probably really needed to oil the fretboard since it's so gross and dry. Glad I got the stream. Thanks again for all the Evertune tips. Yeah, definitely. I think I'm gonna make a video for it because, like, I don't know. I think I could put it into words that are much simpler to understand. Like when I first got the Evertune, there was some like, super in-depth videos, but they were kind of all like confusing. I don't know. I'm dumb. It took me a little bit to figure out. I definitely had my fair share of issues. But after fully getting the Evertune figured out, like, playing guitars without an Evertune at this point is like kind of a bummer. Yeah, really appreciate you guys hanging out with me for my 30th birthday. And yeah, I think I'm gonna hop off here and maybe play some video games or something and try and enjoy the rest of the day. Like I said, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys Friday with a new video. Okay, bye-bye.